Hello everyone, welcome to Traqmetrix, the place where we talk about Zoho for learners and for business owners. So this podcast is mainly focusing on the learners. Over the past few months, we have conducted YCP, meaning Young Creators Program. It is organized by Zoho itself, especially Zoho Creator team. So during those sessions, apart from the technical questions, we used to get questions regarding more related to whether Zoho exists, whether we can do it as a full-time career, will it be useful for work from home options. So these are the key questions that comes from the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So we as a Traqmetrix, we believe there is a huge talent, huge potential is hidden in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So our main goal is to encourage them and make them enhance with the technology available. So I am Vigneshwaran, a construction planning engineer, so who transitioned into Zoho developer. I had quite a bit of business knowledge, but not the technical knowledge, as my background is civil engineering. I believe with a very basic knowledge or no knowledge, just with the interest, anyone can become a Zoho developer, especially Zoho Creator developer. So answering those questions over with the past 6 years of experience, we could answer that. But if we get those answers from an icon of Zoho, who is with Zoho for more than since the beginning of Zoho Creator, so we have a guest, Mrs. Deepa Govind. She is one of my inspiration. How became a Zoho developer. So brief introduction about herself. I'm more than happy to welcome our chief guest to this podcast, Mrs. Deepa Govind. Deepa Govind is an aquatic biologist by education who sought to keep herself productively occupied in the Silicon City of India. She is a self-taught techie, a Zoho enthusiast, and a mentor to aspiring homepreneurs. Starting off as a blogger in 2007, working entirely from home, she also built custom apps on Zoho Creator as a side hustle. Soon, this has become her mainstream and it has more Zoho along the way. She is now a Zoho Creator developer, Zoho Creator trainer, and Zoho solution partner. She is also a mentor to other aspiring minds who wish to realize their dream from working home. And we wholeheartedly welcome you, madam. And the stage is yours. We would like to hear about you in a brief.
Thank you, Vignesh. Thank you so much. Hi, Traqmetrix audience. It's such a great pleasure to be here and to be able to connect with you and regarding Zoho Creator, because it's a feeling that's so close to heart. I started my journey as a working professional through Zoho Creator, and as goes to say, I have been an independent consultant since the time I started. So thank you, Vignesh, for putting in such a nice profile. So that doesn't. So it goes on to say Zoho Creator is a no code, it is a low code, and it is also a pro code platform. So you don't have technical knowledge, come to Zoho Creator. It's easy for you. You have some technical knowledge, oh, please come to Creator. You can set up some automations. You are a full-fledged techie, oh, definitely come to Zoho Creator. You will be amazed at what you can do it with a lot of code inside it. So that is a range of Creator. I'm so happy to be here with Vignesh and Raghavi, sharing my experiences regarding Zoho Creator.
Going to the first question, what is Zoho Creator and cloud applications?
Okay. So nowadays, so earlier, say let's say during in the 80s and 90s, an application development typically means you develop a software, you package it onto a CD-ROM or a floppy disk, and then somebody physically hands it over to the client company or the customer. They download it from the CD-ROM or the floppy, and then run the installation package, and then it's only after that the software is ready to be used. So there is a lot of time gap that goes between development and installation at the client side. So with cloud application, so this entire time gap is shortened considerably, because you don't need special tools to download onto your local machine. You need to install A, B, C, see if the installation is correct, and then you start building your application. None of that is there because everything is happening on the cloud, on the internet. All you need is a reliable browser and a good internet connection. You build on in your browser, you test in your browser, you deploy in your browser, and your clients also they start using it as soon as, I mean, as soon as it is done. So if by any chance you are building the application in your customer's login, and your customer Spock can has the ability to look through the progress and help you with the small nitty-gritties of ifs and buts, where you get stuck regarding a particular process, you need some answers right away. So the need for having to wait for somebody to come back to you is not there. So I think it is a little rhetoric when I say today, because everything is digital. But when we started, that was a huge plus point. So Zoho Creator is a developmental platform that proprietary to Zoho Corporation, where you build applications on the cloud.
Great, great. I think with this answer, I could remember something while I was studying in the schools. The computer professors used to say this is a floppy disk. It holds around 40 MB of data. We thought like, wow, 40 MBs of data. We could say complete notebook can be stored in that, and that can be transferred to something else. But now that over the years, it has transformed multiple things, transformed greatly, and huge sets of data has been stored in cloud, and everyone prefers to be in cloud. Comparing the efficiency of the cloud and then the demerits of the proprietary tools.
So very true, very true. And not to mention the accessibility feature. Like the see, you can be prepared, dump your data, dump your documents in one place, and all you need to carry is a reference. So it is accessible to you anywhere, anytime. So that is definitely a huge boost in confidence.
Right. So the next question is, what kind of applications can we create using Zoho Creator?
Okay, so I would recommend Zoho Creator. Ideally is an ideal situation. It is not its limitation. So ideally, I would recommend Zoho Creator for process based applications, where you need the team to work in a certain specific order and sequence to take a job to completion. But that is just the simplest version of it. We can create very complex applications with VR and AI in Zoho Creator as well. So, as I said earlier, it is a complete no code, and it is a full fledged pro code platform. So, from simple library management to order management to we can build an entire fleet of hospitality management software, or a facility management software where there are multiple properties, they get rented out, and you need to keep status of their updates and tenants and everything else. So if you can envision it, it can be built on Creator.
Great to hear. So the next one, will it be useful for general public, or any business only can adopt to Zoho Creator?
So an application for the general public built on Zoho Creator, we have precedence. The COVID vaccine distribution portal was on Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator had a major role in that entire process. Need I say more? So we can argue that this was built by super developers and everything, but let us not forget they are people like us as well. They were passing through the same amount of stress, strain, and pain like each one of us. Yet they were able to come together and use Zoho Creator and build a platform that has benefited each one of us here. So yes, we can build a lot of solutions on Zoho Creator. The need is only to identify the solution and nothing else. And in order to add to that, I am personally part of a much smaller development team within my local community, where we used a similar concept. We built a solution on Zoho Creator during the COVID times for an apartment complex where we were to help the community members for their local purchases, internal purchases of groceries and medicines and other minor essentials, and also tying up with our local shop vendors within the 5-10 kilometer radius, so that nobody has to travel far during the COVID period, and the shopkeepers also have been kept in business, supporting the local shopkeepers. So yes, it is totally possible. One only needs the vision and will to do it.
Great, great. Yeah, actually, the COVID season was very hectic. It was very new to this generation people, and we were like house held for a year long. And surprisingly, the vaccine has came out, and the distribution of vaccine to a huge population like India is very hectic. And gratefully, Zoho Creator has helped it in a much easier way, distributing the vaccines for particular region, how much we need to send. So those kind of, and I think there is a huge article about it, and there are many videos around it in social media also. And over your explanation to this, I think I have a contra thought about your one statement. So you are a very small portion of it, but I have a contrary for that thought, because even a big banyan tree will start with a seed which will be held in a hand. So you are not a small portion, but you are a small spark that has enlightened a huge audience. I believe there are millions have been encouraged by your thoughts and encouraged by your spark, and I'm the one. Proudly, I'm the one of the millions.
Thank you so much.
Great. And additionally, apart from that COVID vaccine, so we could see in the recent days, Big Basket, Blinkit, and even Tata groups also started using Zoho Creator for small portion of their application. I think Big Basket is also using Zoho Creator for their development.
Big Basket is using, Swiggy is using.
Swiggy, Big Basket, and I think Amazon also used Zoho Creator. Fortunately, I got a chance to work on that application. So it was for their web series. So they used to track costing and budget of their web series. It was very huge application. I worked there for 6 months, but I started an year ago since I began. So it was a great experience.
That's really wonderful. That's really wonderful. I mean, see, once it is like the universe comes together with the little incentives, with little steps that gives us large insights. So it's so nice that you could share it with our audience today.
Great. The next question is more to me, like from my end, and maybe I can take you also with me in that code. So I'm not a technical background. I don't have a technical background. I don't know coding.
Okay.
So can I become a Zoho developer?
Oh, definitely you can become a Zoho developer. I am not a techie as well. I do not belong to the IT community at all. I don't know IT. My only window I knew before 2008 was the window looking out of my balcony. So, and later on only I realized, okay, Windows 95. Yes, that was the first window that I worked on. and so you can pretty well imagine that I had absolutely zero computer knowledge. Forget programming, I had zero computer knowledge. I started my first interaction with computers, or rather handling keyboard. We used to have those bulky monitors and that creamish colored keyboards, and that was after I finished my college, after I finished my post graduation. So if somebody like me can teach myself, a person with no technical background can teach into something highly technical, then you can imagine how simple and easy it is to learn Zoho Creator. See, the only The only promise that I will request from anybody who is trying to embark on a Zoho Creator learning is give yourself time to learn and be truthful about that time. If you get 5 days of a week, it barely takes 3 months to get a good grip on Zoho Creator, the basics and the advanced concept. Now, after 3 months, you start building applications. There are a lot of job requests that goes in many freelancing sites. It is you could pick up any of these project requirements and start building applications on Zoho Creator. They may or may not translate into a customer product or a customer solution, but the first 5 projects that you do will give you that edge of having worked on something that is real time, having worked on something where somebody has had a problem and you are probably tried to solve it. So after 3 or 4 application build like this, you will gain your own confidence and understanding how to approach a problem and craft a solution using Zoho Creator. So we have multiple job posts coming up in LinkedIn. There is a freelancing network called as Upwork. Go ahead, look for Zoho Creator job, try to build these application on your account, try to demo it to these potential customers, and learn from their feedback. Maybe being your first and second, it might get rejected outright, but being rejected is not a loss. It is a win situation because it is going to tell you back how much of the concept that you are able to put it back into a workable solution. So start learning, start building.
Great. I think with this answer, many of the audience would have started now signing up for Zoho Creator and starting development. That was a great answer, which I think it will motivate many of the audience to start something, even though they don't have a knowledge. They could take you as a greatest example and try it out something, whether it works for them or not. They can try it out. I
And
believe
the
they will.
resources, and I have to mention the resources shared by the Zoho Creator team. The training team is top notch. You are very lucky to have a lot of video resources that helps you learn how to work with Zoho Creator. Uh, I belong to the era where I would study copious amount of PDF documents to understand what a certain concept means, what are use cases, how to work it out in a use case. But you are having a wide range of learning material available. Zoho Creators training team is organizing boot camps. They are organizing training camps all throughout the year. Go get registered, join. There are online programs, offline programs. Get registered, join. Left and right, start working on it, start building. It works, keep it. If it doesn't work, just delete it and start afresh. It doesn't take more than 3 months to completely gain a hold on Zoho Creator. That much I can tell you for sure.
Great. So the next one is related to this. So considering a major audience would be from the colleges and fresh out of the colleges. So does business knowledge mandatory for becoming a Zoho Creator developer?
Business knowledge helps. It is like knowing one additional language. Like, see, we belong to the southern part of India. So naturally, we will be speaking any one of the South Indian languages. It could be either Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, or Malayalam. But if you know one another South Indian language, then you have an advantage of communicating with customers in that marketplace and bringing more business to yourself. Similarly, having a business knowledge helps in crafting your solution. Otherwise, we will end up becoming somebody says, I want a form with name, phone, and email. and we will give only a form with name, phone, and email. We will not have the ability to ask them, what are you going to use this form for? Is it a birthday invite, or is it a guest book, or is it a list of delegates? Because based on this answer, there are going to be some automations that you can envisage and tell them, oh, then in that case, maybe we can send out an email to your guest list with a branded logo and everything that will help your customers come to your stall when you are placing it in an expo. So having a business knowledge will help you add value to the business that your customers are doing, thereby you becoming a more valuable resource for them.
Great. Yeah, understood. I think most of the audience would also understood this. Business knowledge is an addition, plus, but it's not mandatory. You could go ahead with the creator development without business knowledge. You will acquire that over the time.
At a time, the more solution you build, so you build a solution for a school, by the end of that project you would have already acquired the business knowledge of how a school functions. You build a solution for a cab company or a fleet management, or let's say, or a catering service. So by the time you finish the application build, you would have gathered knowledge how these catering units perform, how they keep track of their inventory, how being available on the go is important. So you acquire business knowledge as you build applications for certain businesses.
Great. And that's a wrap on this first episode of Myths Breaking and Eye-Opening on Zoho Creator. A massive thank to our chief guest Deepa Govind for helping us debunk the misconception around Zoho Creator and opening up the world of possibilities. We hope you found this episode as enlightening as we did, but don't stop here. There's more to come on. Stay tuned, because our next episode will be launching soon next week, where we will deep dive into the same topic. In the meantime, you can visit our website Traqmetrix.com to learn more. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and spread the word. We see you next week in another exciting topic about Zoho. Until then, keep exploring, pushing your boundaries, what's possible with Zoho. See you soon. Thank you.